Hello, how are you? Good, good. Glad you're doing well. Now, some of you may have watched TJC yesterday afternoon with Lucy and we did a couple of clever little camera tricks. You know, kind of like me going like this. I need a cup of coffee. What do I do? Ah, that's better. See? Cheers. But, you know, when God did miracles, it wasn't trickery, it was real. And in the Old Testament, there's a classic example of this. And I love this story, I'm going to tell it to you now. It's called God Sends Fire. In the third year of the drought, Elijah went to see the king again. "Elijah, you troublemaker!" Ahab roared. "See what you've done. The crops have died, the wells are dry, and it's all your fault." "No, your majesty," said Elijah. "The fault, actually, is all yours, for you have not obeyed the Lord God." "The Lord God? Ha!" snapped Ahab. "I don't have to listen to what he says. I follow Baal." "All right then," answered Elijah. "Why don't we have a contest to prove once and for all who the true God really is?" And so they did. On the top of Mount Carmel, overlooking the sea, Elijah, prophet of the Lord God, stood on one side. 450 prophets of Baal stood on the other side, and the people of Israel gathered all around to watch from the bottom. The prophets of Baal went first. They stacked up a pile of wood. They killed a bull and laid it on top, and then they prayed to Baal. They prayed hard. They prayed long. In fact, they prayed from breakfast all the way to lunchtime, but there was no fire, not even a spark. Elijah couldn't resist having a little bit of fun with them. "Perhaps Baal is asleep," he joked, "or daydreaming, or on holiday. Or maybe he's just a little bit hard of hearing. Why don't you try shouting a little louder?" And so Baal's prophets prayed even louder, but it made no difference. And by the middle of the afternoon, they were exhausted and still no fire. And that's when Elijah took his turn. He piled up the 12 stones, one for each son of Jacob. He laid wood on top of that, then the bull. Finally, he even poured water over the whole thing. The crowd was amazed. How would it ever catch fire? But Elijah knew just what he was doing. "Lord," he prayed, "you are the real God and not some statue made of sticks and stones. Please show that your people now so that they will follow you again." Elijah had barely opened his eyes when it happened. God sent fire from heaven that burned up not only the bull, but the water and the stones and the wood as well. "The Lord is good," the people shouted. Then they cheered for Elijah, chased away the prophets of Baal, and then they all ran for cover, because suddenly it started to rain. Well, sometimes in our lives we need a couple of miracles, don't we? And for all you know, miracles can be happening all around you. It doesn't mean that they're just not happening because you don't see them. But it's good to remember that all things are possible with God. God can do anything. All we need to do is ask. Good night. Sleep well.
Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, you are my shield, my protector. I can lie down, go off to sleep, knowing you're watching over me. Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, help me to trust you forever. I need not fear, 'cause you are near. I can lie down and sleep in peace. Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, you are my shield, my protector. I can lie down, go off to sleep, knowing you're watching over me. Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, help me to trust you forever. I need not fear, 'cause you are near. I can lie down and sleep in peace. Wonderful God, you are my shield, my protector. I can lie down, go off to sleep, knowing you're watching over me. Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, help me to trust you forever. I need not fear, 'cause you are near. I can lie down and sleep in peace. Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, you are my shield, my protector. I can lie down, go off to sleep, knowing you're watching over me. Wonderful Lord, wonderful God, help me to trust you forever. I need not fear, 'cause you are near. I can lie down and